Navigating the housing market can be challenging, and you may think what's happening right now is a crash, but our next guest says not so fast. Joining us is realtor Maria Raymer. We're so happy to have you again. Always good to see you.
Good to see you, Jordan.
RE/MAX specialist.
Yes.
And so today we're talking about the difference between a correction and a crash.
Yes.
So what can you tell us about that?
Yeah, so I know people get scared and they think, oh, the sky is falling and we're going to have a terrible crash, but that's really not where we're at. This is a correction, not a crash. And there's a lot of indicators that tell us that. So, I mean, in particular, look at the fact that we had rapid increase in equity gains over the past few years when the 2020 real estate phenomenon started. So when you have acceleration like that, something's going to happen to cool it down. It's not going to go on forever.
Right.
So what cooled it down were the higher interest rates. So that kind of tamped the market down, and we kind of expected something to happen to bring it down a little bit. So yes, you'll roll back some of those equity gains, but you won't lose all of them. And that's the difference. In a crash, you lose all your equity gains and then some. So that's the difference between them.
Okay, good news there then. But I mean, you mentioned 2020, but what else is fueling this phenomenon?
So at the time, what was going on is several things. Historically low interest rates.
Right.
You had the COVID restrictions. People able to work from home. People started schooling from home. So that's what was fueling it.
And so with...
And also one other thing, sorry, low inventory was another huge factor.
Right. So with, though, the higher interest rates and the COVID restriction being removed now,
right,
what will keep the market from crashing?
So underbuilding over the last decade has left a shortage in the real estate market across the country. And so the fact that we still don't have a great surplus of housing in the market is a big factor that's going to keep us from the crash. And also keep in mind, rates are getting better already. They're already going down. Right. And we're anticipating more of that going into next year. And I've heard quotes in the 5s, I've heard quotes in the 4s, and time will tell, but it's already happening because inflation's coming down, so the rates are too.
I like to hear that. What does inflation have to do with mortgage interest rates, though? How are they related or not related?
So they are related. They do run hand in hand, and if you look at the inflation rate currently is coming down as a result of the Fed moves, you'll also see that the mortgage rates will follow suit. So as inflation comes down, so will mortgage rates.
And are there other indications out there that are alluding to the fact that this is not a crash, this is a correction?
Yes, there are.
Okay.
So keep in mind that ever since the 2006 crash, the mortgage requirements were much more stringent. At that time, they made them stronger, and they have remained. So these buyers that have been buying houses have had to go through that process. In addition to that, during this time, for whatever reason, they were putting huge down payments on their loans. We had really never seen that. People mostly had done the minimum by and large, but in this market, they didn't. And not only did they put huge down payments, they had a lot of cash reserves. In addition to that, plenty of people were paying cash. Everybody was doing a fixed rate because the rate was so low. Why not? So if you don't have the risk of rising mortgage payments with the rates going up, then foreclosure is not likely. That stays very low. So what you have here is a healthy real estate market, not only now, but going forward into the future. So to me, it's good news.
Okay, well, we love to hear that from you, Maria. Thank you so much. If somebody is interested in buying or selling their home, though, how do they get in touch with you?
Go to mariaraymer.com.
Perfect. Well, it was always such a pleasure to see you. Thanks for helping us not panic.
Yes, don't panic.
Don't panic. All right. Well, thank you again. And if you'd like to see this segment again, you can head to our website at firstcoastliving.net.